on the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Cleveland Browns. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go in Week 14. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Let's attack. He's still going. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Well, that's the case. Either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. His first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Back to the air here on 2nd. Sanders. Has him on a quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stops for the first.
We saw these guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway. We weren't looking at it. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 19.
Sanders setting the pass. This winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in that old territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Seven Pirates. Go. Ready.
Design bootleg here. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. Ready.
Throwing it again here. Looking up as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Tag. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. Rig. Panther 11. Let's go.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19.
He's going to throw it again. He pushes this back to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's first and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues.
Ready? Hawk, set 79 Broncos.
They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
There's no routes in the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Come on, come on.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Johnson. They're going to be set up just outside the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, how do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
It's an interception ends that drive. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. From the gun to start. First and 10.
Hey, at the 60, at the 60. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Ready?
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Pass it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You know the play you had ready, though? Recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Washington.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Hey, smash! Smash! 70 Timberwolf! Steady!
They stick with Jacobs. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
I'm going to guess it's some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive. QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Ready up!
Back to the line they come, second down.
Victoria, 70. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. Think this might be a hold, partner. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. This is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Daniels back to throw. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. This is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. And it's Carson Schlesinger who ran over there for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ready, ready.
Third down, Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively.
18, Pioneer. Here we go. Set. blocking, 18.
Third and long for him here. Completes beyond the marker. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a full 40 yards on the play block and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom. Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Jacobs running behind center. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's home bomb on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
18 Rattler. Hawk 70. Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
In the secondary for the Browns, third down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Browns are in the nickel for this third down call.
Ridge. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here he goes, third and long. But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? When you get a quarterback that lowers his head, captures the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Cougar 19. 19 light. Steady.
On first down, here's Daniels. Take him out of bounds, which means his offense set for first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap. Washington.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Ready? Press on me. Steady, give a look. Mustang 19. Go.
Jacobs. Does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. He is quickly making it happen. Breaking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1 for 1.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Pass! Pass the 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout. For that 1st down play. They're down to their final one in this half. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. Trying for the deep ball. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns start to fight back for their 1st points in this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid.
That one splits the uprights. The Browns tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Returnable from the 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap all 80. Check, 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 check. 7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
Daniels now. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Ready?
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the gun, it's Daniels. Pulled in by Tom Trumbull. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
We like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Street, Cowboy 80.
Firing quickly on the line, Daniels. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, that big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Here comes Williams on the return. And he's walloped It's just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Drake, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the folks in here.
Ready? Cougar 19, go!
In the pistol, here's Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
They're throwing it. For a pass ball in. He'll cross the 50 and start pushing on the opposing side of the field. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ready?
So now here's 3rd and 5.
18 Rattler. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
He's dropping back to throw. And it's incomplete. It's in bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. It's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Check, check, check. Point. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, but he's been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. He still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Daniels buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. He takes it forward to maybe the 23. Tackle on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Working quickly here.
It's 3rd and 7.
19 Wyatt. Trap 60, trap 60.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. There's a big run there in the temple. And the Browns spend their final timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Come out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Ready.
Give, here's Jenkins. Whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Falls to the ground out, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
From the set.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Cover 18, right here. Cut 19, cut 19. Go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Take it off him again. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape route. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
To throw at this level, so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Pushing left is their running back. Running by his back. It's Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. Returnable from the 2. Nice run back, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
There's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. No more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Ready.
Daniels on 1st down. He makes it to the 34. Mason Graham engulfing that play.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. He didn't have a negative play. There was a negative. He didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Ready up.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
60 average. 60 average. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 tight. 19 tight. Steady.
Throwing now, Daniels. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Hit. Hit, Torian, 70. Ready, run.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's a cut for the 1st. And they're going to bring it down just on the other side of midfield. Pick up at 17. And that's good for Washington first down.
It's a gain of 17.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Made down the right sideline. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Tag! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Now toss. This is Jacobs. He powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Nice little gain on the ground.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
19 target, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right.
Go.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brooklyn's extra point is up and good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it, ready?
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Wheeled in by Njoku. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Ready.
Now looking to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
70.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's on the quick hitter. He's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
19 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
Go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Sticking to
line.
the air here. The Commanders' rush brings him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Up 2nd down.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football. Just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, yeah, a ton of yards.
Oh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. You're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Ready.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Cup 19. Come on. Set. 19, 18. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Big strike downfield to Judy. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st first down after a gain of 26.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
18, pioneer.
Looking to throw here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here we go. 18, Rattler. 9, go.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Gronk, as they go for another stop on third down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Design bootleg here. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after gain of 9.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
On the set.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's struck down. That goes as a 40-yard kickoff, and it gets him a first down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go. Ready.
Daniels setting up the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Come hang on through the contact.
So if this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
All still on that 34-yard line, second and 10.
Ready. Hot 70. Trap 50. 60 Maverick.
Shotgun give now to Jacob. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Commanders first down. A gain of 14. First down.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It is the Commanders with the football and a nice lead, too, as they try to finish off this win. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Slot man in motion left. Give here to the motion man. Danced away from one tackle, but able to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
No gain on the play.
Ready.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
7-yard line.
Ready. Pirates. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man left. He's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Go.
Daniels now on first down. Finds him to crossing mark. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it, adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Get it.
Slot
60
man motioned
Bison.
over.
60 Bison. Hook.
On first down, here's Daniels. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're all over that screen. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
No coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Ready, ready.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Tag. Gravity Lions. Ready.
To the air again, Daniels. And this time they can't connect. So that's incomplete. Been favoring their back this drive. Let's see if it's going to continue now on 3rd down.
As quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane. And you couldn't do it on that one.
Now. Crackle. Ready.
3rd and long for Daniels. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
That was right down the middle. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. 19 tight. 60 Eagles.
Airing it out to start this drive. This pressure is going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders defense. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw. It's his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Coretta caught by Njoku. And that will not be enough for a first down. Looking quickly, trying to get set. Desperation time here. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it.
Intercepted by the Commanders. It's a turnover on downs.
So 1st down from the 41.
Ready, go.
Looking for Jacobs on the inside handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done, man.
Can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles down to 20. They get 23 on that one. That's going to give the Commanders a first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock. At least so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
On the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up now. Steps out backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Break the huddle. It's second down now.
19, Cowboy 80.
Daniels from the pistol. Ryan. They get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Ready? 60 by 6.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has it in close. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders keep adding that fourth-quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, we're really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. So you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
He's going to field this at the 2. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Caught by his running back, Jacobs. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively they call that camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
On target here to Njoku. And he has it right in midfield, it's about a yard short. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line. Throwing from the gun. Has the in route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Throwing the out route complete. This one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes are reading you like a book.
They can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. First and 10 at the
Red zone on first. Fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Well, Quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
So look at you, shocked.